up, you guys? It's me, Eclectic Witch, or Psychic Me. I'm Natasha, and I'm finally here to bring you guys another video. This video I wanted to dedicate all about your higher self. What is your higher self? What does it mean to connect with your higher self? What are some techniques, advice, yada yada yada. So if you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video if you like more topics related to witchcraft, spirituality, stuff related within that realm. So I just want to get into the meat and potatoes of this video. So if you're interested to know more about how to attune to your higher self and learn more about that, please keep watching. So I guess I should first explain what is your higher self. So I want to explain it like this. How you see me right now, regardless of what you're doing, you see me with your eyes. This part of me that you see is only one part, one aspect of me. You just see my body, my physical body. My physical body holds my higher self. My physical body is a vessel for my higher self. So let's back it up. What does that mean? It means that your higher self is essentially the spirit or soul within your physical vessel. That's the best way I can explain it. So with that being said, your higher self is the spirit essence within your physical body. Our physical bodies are mortal, but our spirit within us is eternal. Now, your higher self is essentially the collective consciousness of all that you are, meaning your higher self has all the knowledge of who you are since the beginning of time, meaning your past life stuff, all your past life memories and information. Your higher self has knowledge of that. What is your purpose within this life that you need to fulfill? Your higher self will know that. Like, your higher self knows things about you that you may not be conscious of. That's not within the front of your mind. It may be in the back of your mind, like subconsciously, but your higher self, your spirit knows that. So how do you get in touch with your higher self? Why is it important? Well, like I said, your higher self, it's the purest form of who you are. It's exactly one octave higher in frequency compared to your physical body, like right now. Now, your higher self, like I said, it's the best version of you. Like, you know how in those old cartoons that you watched when you were a kid, how there was, one character that had an angel and a devil on their shoulders, but it was still them, like them as a person, but it was that same person with an angel with their face and then a devil of their face. Think of the angel as in your higher self, your spirit, because it's still a part of you, but it's the angelic or good or best part of you. Now the other aspect of that is, okay, if the angel part of myself is the higher self, then what is the devil part? Think of that part as your ego. There is such thing as a healthy ego, and I feel like people forget about that in spirituality because they're always like, ego is bad, ego is bad. You do need some form of ego to be healthy and strong as a person, but you need to keep in mind that ego essentially is to serve self, whether that be for safety or be for selfish reasons. That's what ego basically is. Like, I can give you a breakdown between ego and soul, which is basically between ego and higher self. I'll probably post videos about it in this video. But, like I said, higher self, ego. And those are the two voices basically within your mind that are constantly battling with each other. And people are always like, well, which side will win, Because, yeah, you can have a good heart and still be doing a lot of bad, The truth is, how do you connect more with your higher self? Well, when you connect with your higher self, you're more in tune with your spirit and your soul, your purpose. You're more in tune with your intuition. But how do you get in touch with that part of yourself, the best part of you? Well, it starts off with following your conscious, trying to expand on your intuition, like psychic development, like becoming more in tune with your own gut feelings and intuition, as well as meditation. I also know that you can connect with other ways for your higher self, whether that be in song, whether that be with cards. I know I like to connect with my higher self through oracle cards. Oracle cards are different from tarot because oracle cards are basically like short answered introspective questions. Basically, oracle cards are the cards that give you the slap in the face that tell you you need to do this for you and you need to do them so that you can grow and evolve. That's essentially what it's all about for your higher self, is that you're connecting with the spirit of you, because even though your physical body, you know, is only one part of us, it's still a very important part of us, because if we don't take care of our bodies, then we die. And then we don't fulfill what we need to for this lifetime. You know, like if we don't take care of our bodies, then we have less time here on this planet, on this earth. And, you know, for our one incarnation. So when you get more in tune with your higher self, you're connecting more with your purpose, with who you are as a soul, not just as a person, you know, because your vessel is only one aspect of you, and you guys are so, you know, are so connected to this life. You're not thinking about the bigger picture. Everyone says, I'm a person with gifts. But the truth is, I am a spirit with a vessel, and my gifts are an extension of myself. That's the difference of the perspective of spirits and humans. And I feel like people don't get that. So I feel like I'm getting a little bit sidetracked. I'm going to try to go right back to higher self. So what are some techniques that you can connect with your higher self? I personally like to connect, like I said, when you connect with your higher self, you're essentially connecting with your own intuition. You're essentially connecting with, you know, the best version of you. So the ways I like to do that is try to do psychic development and then do things that make my soul happy, things that feel right, even if I have no clue why I'm drawn to that particular thing. Like, for example, for myself, I was very drawn to archery, the look of it, but I never had any actual experience before previously when I decided to start archery. I felt drawn to it, but I was a little hesitant because of ego. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to go with this gut feeling, see what it's about, because even though I have no experience about it, I feel drawn. So when you follow your intuition, like you follow your passion, your intuition, what you feel guided to, like if you can follow, like what I just said, like do those things, but without it harming yourself, other people, or the environment around you, go for it, because we need to learn how to connect to our, like right back to ourselves, the root of ourselves, because these bodies, like I said, they're important, but they're only one part of us. This body is mortal. Our higher selves, our spirits, the soul, the essence within us is eternal. So, you know, one thing I also like to do with connecting with my higher self is to ask information about my past lives, because when you finally get in touch with your intuition and who you are as a person, you are attuned, you are living your higher self through your physical vessel. And I feel like that is the goal for everyone in life, whether they acknowledge it directly like that, like they get the concept and idea. But that is something I feel like we all should strive for, is that we should, you know, not only do what we came here to do within this life and learn and connect with each other, but we need to connect with our souls, you know, tend to the human spirit. I feel like I'm preaching, you guys, like I'm starting to get kind of passionate here. But I'm going to explain it like this. We need to differentiate between ego and higher self, because I feel like, you know, people are like, oh yeah, I'm always, you know, fighting between conscious, you know, our higher self and then ego. But how can I tell what is good ego and what's bad ego? Well, like I said, ego ultimately serves self. But how do you have a healthy ego? Well, when you're standing up for yourself or setting healthy boundaries for yourself, that's good ego because you're trying to serve and protect you for the benefit of you, but it's not in a destructive way. Ego, like I think we all know what bad ego is. It's when we're being selfish. It's when we're being just straight bad or rude or harmful or destructive to ourselves, to other people, and the environment. Now, if you're not doing harm to, like I said, yourself, the environment, and others, go for it because you may very well be led by your higher self or be influenced by your spirit guides as well. Because most times your higher self and your spirit guides are trying to work together to inspire you. Because as you know, when we reincarnate, once we cross that veil of the birth canal, or just once we enter this world, we like get amnesia, we forget everything. So essentially our higher self is prepared for that. We're like, okay, we all have this inner sense of like our conscience, but it's also our consciousness. It's our higher selves guiding us. So even though we forget everything of swiped, well, we all come programmed. We all become attuned. We have our higher selves within us to guide us. But sometimes other people suppress it or they don't listen to it, and it's not that strong. And then they may be tuning in more to their peers, or they're being fed lies from someone else, or they're just trying to be selfish. Like they're just going with ego. Like there's many variables in this. So that's the difference between how you can tell between ego and higher self. So I hope that helps you. So when you get an idea, your first thing should be, okay, will this idea be bad or harmful to myself, others, or the environment? If it does, most likely it's ego or rooted in ego in some way, And if it's not, if you feel like it's encouraging you into a new direction, even if it's unfamiliar, go for it. Because half the time, even if it doesn't go well, at least it'll be a learning experience, because that's what life basically is. It's messy, and you learn from it, and you connect with people, and that's what it's all about. So, like I said, if you want to connect with your higher self, all you gotta do is connect with, that inner guidance within yourself, which could be your intuition, it could be your conscience, You also can connect to your higher self through meditation, where you basically just, you find a quiet space, you say to yourself, you say your name, I am making the connection to connect with my higher self. May I be attuned to my higher self. May I let these energies flow within the back of my mind to the front of my mind. May I be aware of any messages that need to come through at this time. Just make the intention to make that connection with your higher self. And sometimes affirmations will be amazing for connecting with your higher self. Like not just tools, whether it be cards or gemstones or whatever else you can think of. Sometimes doing meditations or guided meditations, or simply listening to your conscious and then growing with your intuition, your psychic development. All those things are, in my own personal opinion, like the most effective ways that helped me and other people that I've helped encourage to connect with their higher selves. Because, what's the goal in life is, just to make sure your spirit is happy, the people around you, you are doing something passionate, something that is fulfilling, and all of that goes into not just your spirit guides in life, but your higher self. Like everyone says, everyone believes in guardian angels and spirit guides, but no one is willing, I'm not saying no one, but most people, they're not willing to look literally within themselves to connect with the divinity within themselves, to get the answers that they need, because literally all the answers you want are there right in front of you. You just have to tune in, whether it be your higher self or your spirit guides. I really hope this video was helpful for you guys. Like I said, if you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions related to your higher self, whether it be questions, concerns, if you need further advice or more techniques, please feel free to comment below this video, and I'll be happy to respond whenever I'm able to. So thank you guys for watching, and blessed be.